sitting here out of place, on the fence, on the ranch. Don't know if this is my home. I feel like I don't belong. My horse is my only friend. My fur color has made me an outsider. My ma and pa love my normal brother better. Can he do what I can? Can he feel what I can? I'm alone, alone in my home. Fate steps in and takes my paw. Everything is about to change. Oh God, how things are about to change.
The Unwanted One Part 10. Pictures by WappaLou. Written by the Furry Sith Lord. Are you the kids of the former owners or workers? The boss asked. Kitano saw the look of rage on his brother's face and tried to stop his brother from blowing up. Chase, no! I'm his son, you murdering bastard! Chase screamed and Kitano shook his head. The boss seemed indifferent as he stared at them. Do either of you know who I am? Kitano shook his head, but Chase continued to glare at him. My name is Moss, he said. The Mafia Moss? Kitano said as panic filled his voice. Moss was pleased to see that the white tiger knew of him. Let me tell you boys a bedtime story. Once there was an adult tiger that owned a horse ranch. He was a poor businessman and never made any money. His rebellious son, Moss said. Then he turned to look at Chase. I assume that's you. He wanted to go to school to get away from the life as a rancher. Moss said. Chase blushed as he realized the mafia boss was speaking the truth. Anyway, he had no money to pay for the schooling, and he borrowed the money from us. Under the condition that he pays us back before the end of the school year. He claims he had a bad year and never paid us back a dime. So, we took his life and his ranch to cover our losses. Now the prodigal son has come home to find his mother, Moss started to explain. Ma! Chase shouted and the boss looked confused. We call our parents Ma and Pa. Kitano's explained softly, not trying to anger the mafia boss. How, redneck of you, both. So, since I have no interest in either of you, you can either leave and never return, or I'll have to get more creative with you. Moss said. I'll kill you. I'll kill you all. Chase screamed and both Moss and Kitano's looked at him blankly. Moss did see Kitano's reaction to his brother but said nothing. I think I'll give you both a chance to think about my generous offer before you make asses of yourselves. Hopefully one of you isn't a complete idiot. Moss said as he left the brothers hanging there while he walked out of the barn. So, are you just gonna cower and let him get away with killing Ma and Pa? Chase accused Kitano's. Are you stupid? He's a mafia boss. He's not like a schoolyard bully you can mess with. We definitely need help if we want to avenge Ma and Pa. Kitano's explained angrily. So now what? Chase asked. I doubt he'll let us go after the way you have been acting. We need to escape and get to the meeting tonight. Kitano said as he looked upward to see what the ropes tied to his wrist were tied to. It looked as if they had been placed over a large wooden beam and tied to the wall of the barn. Kitano's tried pulling on his wrists to make the ropes rub against the wooden beam. He hoped he could make enough friction to break the ropes. Chase watched him then tried copying him to get free himself. It suddenly became another competition to see who could get free first. Chase unfortunately was the first to break free and he was ready to run off when he hesitated and shook his head before he ran back to free his brother. He realized that he still needed him despite how much they hated each other. Kitano's looked around but couldn't find their shirts and Chase looked at him wondering why he was dragging his tail. Come on! Chase whispered, shouted at his brother as he looked around nervously. Our shirts aren't here, Kitano's remarked. So? Chase said sarcastically. We gotta run and run fast because if they kept our shirts, it's because they want something with our scents on them. So, like a dog, it can track us if we escape. Kitano's explained. Then stop wasting time and let's get a move on. Chase ordered and Kitano's followed his brother as they made a break for it to run back to the wolf house. Luckily, they were not spotted by the foxes and would not be noticed to be missing until a few hours later. This ends part 10. We hope you enjoyed it. See you next time.
Fate steps in and takes my part. Everything is about to change. Oh God, how things are about to change. Oh God, how things are about to change.